Bop, the Tabletop Super Show. Bop, the Tabletop Super Show.
Hey guys, I'm Stevie Ray. Welcome to the Tabletop Super Show. Now, I recently won a contest on the Benchley Dale Academy Facebook group page where the prize was a bunch of FDM printed bases from an Etsy store called Filament to Fantasy. We're going to put these under the macro lens and take a look at them, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what I think I'm going to be doing with them. In addition to that, I also got a cool little bonus prize, which we're also going to look at, which is this Zucati dice box set that is sitting behind me. It was a limited edition run that's based on the Holmes Basic D&D box set from 1977. I also want to talk a little bit while we're looking at them about why I think Zucati is such a good company and why I think going forward at conventions and stuff, I'm going to be using their dice primarily. So, saying that, let's go ahead and put this stuff under the macro lens and take a first impression look at it. So before we get into this, I want to give a quick shout out to Tim at Benchley Dale Academy and want to let you guys know that they play a lot of first edition D&D and record all of their sessions. And these sessions are produced and released on Sunny Calzone YouTube channel. So if you guys are sitting around hobbying and want something cool to listen to while you're painting or whatever, or if you want to sit and watch people play D&D, go ahead and give this channel a look and maybe a subscribe and a like while you're at it. Well, okay, let's get to the actual video. Okay guys, so here we are under the overhead camera and we're going to take a look at these all these bases and this FDM printed boat that I got from Filament to Fantasy. So we're going to start with these rocky outcropping bases. Normally, since these aren't resin printed, they're FDM printed, which means they were printed with a filament. And if you aren't good at printing FDM, then you're going to have a lot of layer lines come out of your prints. Well, this particular company seems to do a very good job of not having any layer lines in any of their stuff, which is a good thing. Now, for these ones in particular, I'm actually excited about these rocky outcroppings at 25 millimeter because I did something I haven't done in 25 years recently, and I bought my first Warhammer models I painted since they got rid of squats back in the 90s. And lo and behold, what am I painting? I'm going to be painting some Ironhead squat prospectors for Necromunda, which is actually something I'm going to probably look into playing once I'm done getting these guys painted up. The only other GW game I've actually still play that I've since the 90s has been Blood Bowl, which I'm a big fan of. But really looking forward to doing these guys. And since they're on 28 millimeter bases, it means that these 25 mils are going to work really well as base toppers and look like they're going to kind of stand in line with miners in a cave or somewhere else. They're going to fit. So that's very cool. Really stoked on these. So the next ones we got to look at are these plague bases. Once again, here's the packaging. The company's Filament to Fantasy. They're an Etsy shop, and these bases were actually sculpted by a ZBrush digital artist by the name of Duncan Shadow. And this company does have permission to reprint his works, so that's why I was able to get them from him. So yeah, if you guys are interested in looking at some interesting, miniatures designs and stuff, go ahead and take a look at Duncan Shadow. And we also got 1032 mils that are cracked earth bases, which I don't know what I'm going to use these for yet, but I'm sure I'm going to use them for something because they're very cool. Once again, no layer lines in any of this stuff. Awesome. And I was also given this little raft rowboat kind of thing. And once again, let's see if I can get it from the side. No layer lines, and they were able to get the wood grain out perfectly. Even has a couple little paddles with it. So it's going to be fun, putting on in some terrain builds, like on a lake or something for the adventurers to have to cross. It's going to be awesome. So there's something else that was given to me as a bonus by Benchley Dale Academy for this contest winning, and that was something I'm really stoked to have received. Is this limited edition Zucati dice set that's based on the Holmes Basic D&D set. So this is just going to be it's a set of dice. It has a crayon. Let's look at the back. It was limited to 1,000 box sets. So let's take a look at this, if I can get it open. Here we go. So included in this little set was this some cool artwork. There was, the cover artist that she did. She did this as an homage to the home set, Sam L.L. Rice. It's a pretty cool little basic maps thing. That's if you like don't want to draw a dungeon map or whatever, you can just grab one of these and populate it for your adventurers. Cool. Plus it has like their own kind of little character record sheet from the basic, you know, D&D style character sheet, which is, I don't know if I'll ever use it because I play 1E or 5E, but I think is really cool. Another one, another of the same kind of thing. Another character record sheet from them. The crowns, because back in the original sets of D&D dice, literally, this is one of them. Probably the only one I have that doesn't have a bunch of molded edges. I believe this was from the companion box set, but you had to actually put your own crayon in it, because if you can see where it doesn't have it, it's very light. Now I want to show you guys using this. You see how large the numbers are here? This is why I like Zucati dice. Now they did these in the same vein as the original D&D dice, but I want you to take a look at the difference in size on the numbers. These numbers are chunky and very large. Look at the D12. This is why I like these and why I'm probably going to be using these dice. Maybe not these specifically, but the Zucati dice at conventions, is because I can see what the other players rolled from across the table, which is you know, a boon. I don't have to be like, well, what did you roll? I can just see it and be like, oh, okay, you rolled, whatever. Let's take a look at some of these. Very cool, keeping in that classic aesthetic. So far, they seem to be cast pretty well. Well, there's a couple little burrs, but you know, going back to the original dice, those had a few production problems in some of the original sets as well. That was a cool D4 that has the kind of molded edge. Now this does have another little slight imperfection. Got a Let's go D100. We got D100 within the new style of D100s, because when these originally came out, this was a D10, I mean even a D20. They had them like this too. That had the 0 on the bottom to denote the 10, the 19 place. And so yeah, these are very neat, man. If you guys are interested in checking out the large numbered Zucati dice for folks like me that can't see that well from across the table, then I'll leave a link in the description below. So, you know, that's the stuff that I was sent from winning that contest at Benchleydale, and sure do appreciate it and really like this set even as a curio piece. I find it very interesting. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go back to the desk and do a wrap-up on this video. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and leave links in the description below for Zucati dice, for the Etsy shop Filament to Fantasy, and I'm going to leave a link to Duncan Shadow, so you guys can check out any of their stuff if you guys are interested in it. And if you guys got anything out of this video, please assemble a makeshift sling, gather up some chunky Zucati dice, load it, and begin pelting the like button until it goes down in a hail of dice. And with that, leave me a comment on any questions you guys may have that you have for me, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of our uploaded content. And with that, I bid you guys adieu until the next time.